Shalom. Call Yahweh by Shem Yahushua by Hashem HaKodash. Double honors to the teachers and head apostles and elders of Great Millstone, rule well and teach well. Peace, love, and salutation to the whole elect, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, teaching and knowledge, truth, sincerity, and diligence for the sake of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Lord willing, this lesson may be edifying and straight to the point. I wish we gonna title this, Jake can't get it, man. You see, and ultimately this truth, man. You see, because Jake ultimately been blinded by the gods of this world. Matter of fact, let's start right there. You see, because ultimately Yahweh by Shem Yahushua used Esau to blind Jake so that Jake wouldn't be able to come into this wise counsel, man. You know, this is the book of 2nd Israel chapter, this is the book of 2nd Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 4, on whom the God of this world, you see, the God of this world, which the God of this world would be the so-called white man, Esau Edom, man, the wicked. You see, he said, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not. You see, so the very fact that you not believing in the Bible or believing in Yahweh, you know, ultimately goes back to the so-called white man. You see, because he presented to you different forms of spiritualities and different forms of doctrines of life, you know, and you fell for it, man. Ultimately, Yahweh Shem Yahushua caused you to fall for it. You see, real quick, don't hold that and go to the book of let's see real quick. This the book of Job, chapter 12 and verse 16. He said, with him is strength and wisdom. You see, Yahweh. You see, with him is strength and wisdom, and it's like it. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his, you see. So the deceived and the deceiver are his, man. You know, so Yahweh Shem Yahushua ultimately set Esau up to deceive the nations, to deceive the world, to deceive the masses of the people, man. You know, real quick, let's go here to the book of Isaiah, chapter 60 and verse 2. He said, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. You see, and who the cause of that, man? The so-called white man, Esau Edom. You know, he the cause of the people being here in darkness, man, the God of this world. You see, he said, but the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. You see, and the glory of the Lord is seen upon his elect men, Lord willing. We are the precious number. You see? So Esau is the cause of the darkness that's been pushed throughout the four corners of the earth, in which Esau was set up by Yahweh Shem Yahushua to ultimately, you know, bring forth confusion, man, to bring forth that darkness. So back here in 2nd Corinthians 4 and 4, he said, and whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. You see, and this gospel, you know, has shined upon the elect, man. You know, those few men who were selected and chosen by Yahweh Shem Yahushua to receive this truth. You know, but anybody else pretty much outside this circle is walking in utter darkness. You know, they following after the ways of the so-called white man, which Yahweh Shem Yahushua cast them out into that utter darkness, man. You know, because he ultimately don't want you to get it, man. You see, it's the book of Isaiah 44 and 18. He said, they have not known nor understood, for he has shut their eyes that they cannot see, and their ear and their hearts that they cannot understand. You see, how Shem Yahushua closed you up, man. You know, you see, because Jake proudful, man. Jake proud, arrogant. You know, Jake mock and scoff the prophets of the Lord. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua closed you up, man. He made his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding a stumbling block into you. You see, matter of fact, in which if this gospel is a stumbling block to you, hey, that proves that you wicked, man. You know, hey, this the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 39 and 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, in which these ways are plain unto the hopeful elect, man. You know, it's not hard to get or understand the teachings of Yahweh Shah, man. It makes sense. You see? He says, so are they stumbling block unto the wicked, man. So if you just can't get with this, man, you know, if these ways be evil unto you, it's because you're wicked, man. And the Lord created you, you know, for the day of evil. You know, real quick, this Proverbs 16:4, he said, the Lord Yahweh Shemiah Shai made all things for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil, man. You see, so when these evils increase in the earth, famine, war, pestilence, you know, anarchy, martial law, FEMA troops, FEMA camps, militia groups, you know, it's going to take hold of you, man. The teeth of wild beasts, you know, cannibalism, these things are going to take hold of you, man. You see, because you can't get the wisdom that preserves you, man, and that keeps you alive in the time of evil. You know, the Lord said that his servants was gonna laugh at the famine. What kind of spirit you got to be in to laugh at the famine, man? You know, the famine is gonna bring forth great evils. You see, but the Lord, he said he created the wicked for the day of evil. The wicked is those who can't hearken unto this counsel, man. The Lord then set you up. You see, and he used the so-called white man to do it, man. You know, you went after his ways and his doctrines, his philosophies. You see, ultimately because, you know, Jake stiff-necked, man. You know, Jake don't want to hearken to the message of Yahweh Shemiah Shai. You know, real quick, this Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 6. He say, not matter of fact, real quick. We're gonna start at verse. We'll start at verse 5. No, we're gonna start at verse 4. He said unto me, son of man, go get thee to the house unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel. Not too many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou cannot understand. Surely have I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee. You see, so if the Lord would have sent his prophets to any other nation of people, they would have hearkened unto him, man. You see, Israel the only nation, Israel the smartest, most intelligent, talented, dumbest nation on the planet, man. You see, because the Lord continued to have to stretch his hand out to Israel to save us out of a captivity, man. You know, but if he would have sent his prophets to another people, you know, they would have hearkened to him, man. You see, he said, but the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted, man. You know, meaning they stiff-necked, man. They won't listen. They won't listen to the counsel of Yahweh Shemiah. They won't receive the counsel of Yahweh Shemiah Shai. You see? And by default, man, you know, you're going to die. You know? See if that was it, what I wanted. Keep reading. He said, behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their forehead, as an adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. You see, so the Lord set you up, man, because you're rebellious, and he gave it to those who will hearken, man. You see, what scripture say? Matter of fact, let's go try to find this real quick. No, it's in 2 Peter. Matter of fact, let's see real quick. Let me Google this. Here's the book of Jeremiah 6:10. He said, to whom shall I speak and give warning, that they may hear? Behold, their ear is uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken. You see? So the Lord basically, you know, whom shall he speak and give warning to, man? You know, because ultimately it was on the remnant that was going to hearken unto the words of Yahweh Shemel Shai, unto his hearken unto his prophets, man. In which by you believing in the prophets, you know, lead to prosperity. You know, he said, "Behold, their ears uncircumcised; they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of the Lord is unto them a reproach. They have no delight in it." You see, and ultimately that's gonna lead to you dying, man. You see, because this wisdom pretty much delivers from death. This wisdom delivered from evils, man. It preserve you. You know, real quick. Let's see. Let's go here to the book of Proverbs, chapter 12, and verse 28. It say, "In the way of righteousness is life, and the pathway thereof there is no death." You see. So this wisdom is the way of life. It's the way of righteousness, man. You know, and Jake can't hearken to it. Let's get one more. It's the book of 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 16. He said, "All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High, and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of the Most High may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works," man. You see, so this truth ultimately, which leads to life, was blinded by Esau to Jake, man. You know, so that Jake couldn't get it. You see, ultimately because of Jake's wickedness and his pride, man. Yahweh Shemel Shai gonna visit Jake, man. You know, but Lord willing, is edifying to the elect and to those who seek salvation through our Lord and Savior, our King Yahweh Shai, Lord willing. Until next time, hey, first and foremost, giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Shemel Shai by Hashem HaKadosh. Lord willing, until next time, say Shalom, DTA, Abba, Shalom, Rayam to America soon.